In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use the privacy settings in Facebook. Most of us have quite a lot of information in our Facebook accounts that we'd rather that not just anyone can see. For example, you probably don't want just anyone to be able to see who you're friends with, and you definitely don't want just anyone to be able to see pictures of you that have been uploaded by you or your friends of you at parties and on holiday and so on. So Facebook actually allows you to control who can see what to quite a high level of detail. So I'm going to take you through the privacy settings pages and show you how to control who can see what on your Facebook page. So go to Settings, Privacy Settings. So the first section is the Profile section. And you can see that by default only your friends can see your profile page and your personal information and all these things. So that's good. This is quite a useful checkbox that you might like to use. As you probably know, in Facebook, your profile page has a wall on it that people can write on, and anyone can see anything that's been written on that wall. And you might find that some people use wall posts in a way that isn't really to your liking. A lot of people will, instead of private messaging you, they will arrange to meet you at a certain time by posting on your wall, and then that wall post can get picked up and put into other people's news feeds, and maybe you just don't really want all of your friends being informed that you're meeting this certain person at a certain time. So if you'd like to stop people from posting on your wall completely, you can prevent that from happening by checking this box. So you might find that one quite useful. And then again, if you click on the Contact Information tab, you can see again that by default all of these things can only be seen by people that you're friends with. The next section is the Search section, which is quite important because I think a lot of people don't realise just what information is available to just anybody who searches for you on Facebook. So first of all, by default, your search visibility is set to everyone, so that anyone can go onto the Facebook site and search for your name or your email address, and something will pop up. They'll get to see, by default these are checked, I just unchecked them, but by default they'll be able to see your profile picture, your friend list, so just anyone can go on and they can see everyone that you're friends with, which is something that you might not want. So you can edit this in a number of ways. First of all, you could just uncheck my friend list so that people can see your profile picture and these things, but they cannot see who you're friends with. Or you could edit it a bit more strictly, and you could change it so that when people search for you, only friends can find you, so you're invisible to people that you're not friends with. Friends of friends can find you, and then you're invisible to everyone else. So you could select those if you like. The disadvantage with that is that you won't get people from your past popping up and finding you, and sometimes you might find it quite fun if somebody from school comes and finds you on Facebook. But if you change it to only your friends, then you won't get that happening. So that's really up to you. But it does seem like a good idea to make it so that people can't just browse your friend list. And this one, by default, this one is checked. This box by default is checked. And that means that when you sign up for a Facebook account, you will also have a public search listing. So if somebody types your name into Google, then they'll actually find your this information about you from Facebook. So your Facebook listing will appear if they search for you in a search engine without even looking at Facebook. And that's something a lot of people don't realise, and perhaps you don't want that, so you can uncheck that box. So I think unchecking those two is a good idea, and then press Save Changes. The next area is about your news feed and your wall, and this section is really all about how actions that you do on Facebook are reported to your friends. So, for example, this box controls whether your wall posts might appear in other people's news feeds. So if you don't want everyone getting a message when you do these various things, you can uncheck these boxes. So if you change your relationship status, perhaps you don't want that being announced to everyone. Perhaps you do, but you can decide using these boxes. Adding a friend is another really common thing that you see on your newsfeed. You know that one of your friends is now friends with so and so. If you don't want that happening, if you'd rather just keep it quiet when you add new friends, you can use that one. And this tab is about Facebook ads, and it's just how you might get mentioned in a Facebook ad to one of your friends. So you can opt out of that if you want to. And now the last section is about applications, and this one also I think is quite important. You can read the detail about it here, about all the detail of what goes on. But I think the important thing to remember is that that although you might be very careful about which applications you allow on your Facebook account, your friends might not be. And in fact, when your friends allow an application, that application gets access to some of your data as well as theirs. So any information that your friend can see about you, this application might get hold of as well. So you can control here which various things about you an application can see via one of your friends. So you can just check and uncheck these boxes. Or you can use this button here to say, don't share any information about me through the Facebook API. So it will stop applications that your friends use from getting to information about you. So rather than just sticking with the default privacy settings in Facebook, it's a good idea to go through all the settings pages and just check that you're happy with how your information is shared with your friends and also with people that you don't know.